There's their manager, Alex Ferguson, describing this as the biggest day of his life. And Steve Coppell, at 34, the youngest ever manager of an FA Cup final team. And what a moment it is for these Palace lads and their fans. The first time the club has been in the FA Cup final, and they're bound to get an appropriate reception. Crystal Palace, very much the underdogs, but as we've been saying since we came on the air, this is all on the day, and who knows what to expect. One or two United players a bit late out there, but now they're into the fresh air of Wembley, and just listen to this. Crystal Palace, who's played in all the divisions of the Football League. This is their finest hour, really, in the public eye. Only 14,000 of their supporters actually got tickets, but both of these clubs have quite a following in other countries as well. And a nice moment as Steve Coppell, a former Manchester United Cup finalist on 3 occasions, talks to his opposite number. They're great friends away from the tension of this occasion, the two managers. And as they stride across this quite perfect surface, the team's already entering into the mood of the day. Its buoyant session yesterday afternoon, Palace worked on those with some industry. And so the first FA Cup final of the 1990s is about to get underway. Crystal Palace won the vote, or the toss I should say, for choice of colours, and they're wearing their familiar red and blue vertical stripes. A very nice strip it is too. Manchester United in all white, which their long-serving supporters will remind me they used in the finals of 1957, and although I don't think any of us go back that far, 1909 when they first won the Cup. So Palace start the game. As has already been said, this surface is in quite marvellous condition. Brian Robson himself said to me he can't recall the Wembley pitch looking and feeling better. If you can't play on this, was his pre-match comment, well, perhaps you shouldn't be here. See some great football names there, can't you, in the box? Billy Wright, Stan Cullis, Ron Greenwood. It's like a Hall of Fame back there. But back to the modern game. Free kick to Crystal Palace. Andy Gray's back on his feet to take it. Thorne O'Reilly's in there, and was it over the line? And it's a goal! Gary O'Reilly, after 19 minutes, it was in the net before Steve Bruce could get his foot to it. And Crystal Palace, the underdogs, have taken the lead in precisely the way many people expected. The free kick, I think it was bent in by Barber there. Whether that came off Pallister's head as well, I'm not quite sure. O'Reilly's taken the congratulations. It was bent in by Gray. And was that Pallister or O'Reilly? Anyway, Bruce couldn't keep it out, and Palace are in front.
Well, they took the lead just as probably everyone anticipated Palace would if they did score from a set piece. And on that occasion, of course, it was right near the touchline. Manchester United couldn't push out to the 18-yard box. They were hemmed in near the penalty spot. Jim Leighton, to be fair, did come.
Here's Wallace up against Pemberton. That's awkward. Oh, good header, O'Reilly. Not very far out, though. Ince. Brian Robson's right on the 18-yard line as an auxiliary attacker. This is Phelan. Pallister, they want it played in. Hughes is waiting too. But Palace's defensive play at the moment is sound, it's compact. And if Gray hadn't been impeded, they would have been away there, but this is Martin. Referee saw nothing wrong. Ince. That's a good-looking ball from Leclerc. Wallace comes near post. Wallace. McClare, Robson, goal! Brian Robson equalises for Manchester United after 35 minutes, and Captain Marvel is there again. Now, good play here. Danny Wallace just worked the ball out wide. The cross was delivered long to the far post, and Brian rolls a deflection off a defender as well there. It's one each, and as Robson gets the header in, that's John Pemberton, I think, was it? Or maybe the man in front of him that just diverted it to make it 1-1. Well, what an exciting cup final we've got here now. Great emotion in the crowd, but Robson gets into the penalty area when and where it counts. They're level again.
That was about the third similar cross in about the last 3 or 4 minutes. Danny Wallace had got a couple over, and then it was Brian.
Still, when he was flattened the second time, Danny Wallace was something of an unfamiliar position to him at the beginning of the season, and Paul Ince was the player who stopped there. Webb. Palace dwelling. Wallace. A ricochet. Hughes! 2-1 to Manchester United. And a devastating finish by Mark Hughes. And I have to say the Palace defence were pussyfooting around a bit there, really. They had their chance to clear. Thorne didn't do so. And when it came to Hughes' left foot, that was a deadly goal scorer's instinct. After 62 minutes, Mark Hughes scores his 14th goal of the season, his first in the FA Cup this season, and it puts Manchester United into a 2-1 lead. And take nothing away.
Which got him his semi-final goal, wasn't it, against Oldham? On that occasion, Alan Pardew did very well, worked back. He couldn't quite get in a tackle because it was in a dangerous situation, could have conceded a penalty, but just shouldered him off balance enough so as he couldn't hit a good shot.
Now here's Wright, his first chance to show what he can do, and he's through. It's Wright. Oh, what an impact by the substitute. It's 2-2, and it's Ian Wright who has sent the Palace supporters into ecstasy. The ball played through to him in not the best position, I have to say, but look what he made of this. He turned the defender beautifully and slid it wide of Jim Leighton, and that was in the 73rd minute, and it was just 3 minutes after Ian Wright had come on. And what a lovely individual goal. There's a touch of the Ricky Villas about that one, Trevor.
Well, he looks pretty pleased there, I'm not surprised. I do believe it was his first touch, wasn't it? I can't actually, he's been running around as you do as a substitute, trying to get a touch. Here he is, and really Gary Pallister caught very flat-footed. You shouldn't let a striker turn in on goal like that. You should funnel him to the touchline. He kept his head well, kept it low, and really that's it. That is him at his best. Turns inside, he's so quick, always on his toes, sees that corner, and here, not surprisingly, he's just about the shot froze there, but he just about went on one of his runarounds, which all goal scorers do at Wembley, and suddenly, what a cup this has been, isn't it? Always topsy-turvy matches, and there's Steve Coppell, the master stroke substitution, shall we say.
And a grim-faced Alex Ferguson. Right! Goal! It's Ian Wright again! Palace are in front at 3-2. Steve Coppell has made, he's made one of the great substitutions, and the Palace players have been called back by the referee. It's a goal all right, but they've been called back from celebrating. Don't let me take it away from Ian Wright. What a good finish, but it was interesting there, in the light of current crowd control, Alan Gunn ran behind the goal and pulled them all back from the crowd. It's 3-2 to Crystal Palace. Ian Wright has scored his second in the 92nd minute, and as last year, we have a substitute who's come on and scored 2 goals, just as Rush and McCall did. Palace are in front. Here's McClair for Manchester United. Bathed in sunshine now. Palace leading 3-2. Robson. Webb to Wallace. Hughes goes through the middle, chance here for 3-3. Mark Hughes! He scores his second of the game, and Manchester United have saved themselves. The ball just chucked through by Danny Wallace, and the central defenders gave him too much space. O'Reilly wasn't close enough, and Hughes steered it past Martin. And so what Ian Wright has done for Palace, Mark Hughes has done for Manchester United. He's scored twice, and with just 7 minutes of extra time to go, the score is 3-3. Thorne won't reach it this time. And the referee has blown, and the FA Cup final of 1990 ends in a draw. Mark Hughes with 2 goals for Manchester United as Alex Ferguson's team saved themselves in extra time. And Ian Wright with 2 goals for Crystal Palace, who were 1-0 up, 2-1 down, 3-2 up, and whose fans in the end applaud not just their own players, like Gary O'Reilly, but everybody on the pitch, I would think, for a stirring, gripping encounter. The first replay then since Manchester United and Brighton had to try again in 1983. And Alex Ferguson, well, what emotions he must have been through. And so too, his opposite number, Steve Coppell. I wonder what he's thinking, because Palace were 3-2 up with 7 minutes of extra time to go when Hughes levelled it and forced the replay. 6 goals in the FA Cup final